What's up guys, welcome back to another Photos Code video. In this video we are taking a look into the implementation of OpenClaw with local LLM via Ollama. Totally free, running locally inside your machine and fully private. We'll go through all the steps needed to start with OpenClaw or with the available free models via Ollama. We'll be using Gemma 4 E2B by Google Deepmind, and the things that we will cover in this video are: first, we will install all the packages and tools we need, download the models, configure OpenClaw, and also a bonus point of adding web search configuration inside Ollama web search with DuckDuckGo, which really doesn't require any generated tokens for configuration. Let's get started. So we are inside of OpenClaw official documentation, and OpenClaw is just your personal AI agent which runs 24/7 in your machine or deployed VPS servers. To speak with this agent we need an AI model, and for that purpose we are using Ollama, which help us to access open AI models that we are using inside of our local machine. So let's head on to Ollama, and inside here we can see this particular command, which would be really a fastest way to install Ollama inside your machine. So Ollama and OpenClaw really blends well, and you can see here Ollama and OpenClaw illustration here as well. So let's go ahead and add this particular command inside of our terminal. Meanwhile, I have already deleted and cleaned OpenClaw and Ollama, which was previously installed, and I'm doing a fresh installation step by step so that we could get things working. So after this command has been added, Ollama will be installed in our machine. Alright, so currently it tries to open up Ollama, which is a fresh installation. But what we can do is we can write Ollama list to see all the list of AI models that we have in our machine that we have added via Ollama. So triggering this particular command, it would find the Ollama and try to verify Ollama itself and try to list down all the available AI models that we have, and it spits out the result, which means like there is no AI models associated in our machine. And what we can see here is we have this small avatar, little cute avatar of Ollama, and we can open up Ollama and see what's there. And as you can see, we have a new chat. We can chat to Ollama models right here and choose any models from here. So what we are going to do is we are going to add models via terminal, so that we won't be needing this GUI for now. Let's go to models, and inside of models we can see a lot of models right here. But one thing to be you need to be considered is, if you don't have enough RAM in your machine or low configured devices, you can also try Ollama Cloud if needed. You have to go through the pricing bands for the all the pricing that's needed for accessing the Ollama Cloud. But for now, what we are going to do is we are sticking with the local installation inside of this particular machine. So we'll go with Gemma 4, which is Google AI model by DeepMind, and also we are going with the low configuration, which means 7.2 gig of size and users, and context is 128K. So we'll be using this particular slim feature of this particular model Gemma 4. After copying this particular command, we can go back to the terminal. We can write Ollama run Gemma 4 E2B and hit enter. After its installation, we will have one AI model that we can see with the command Ollama list. You can also learn more about Gemma 4 in the README section down here. Gemma 4 is a family of open models built by Google Deepmind. We can also see our background item has been added, which means like OpenClaw will be starting off when our machine starts. We can configure it later, only when we need it, we can start it. Alright, so it's asking me a few questions, and we will say it will be requires a lockdown file and shares a multi-user configuration. So I will say yes, and setup mode is quick start. Config handling, just keep current values as it is, and for the model auth provider we will skip it for now. We can change that auth provider later. For the default model, let's go ahead with the Ollama Gemma 4, which we have already added. And for the selected channels, we will skip it for now. We can add channels later on as well. Okay, so search provider, what we'll do is we'll add a search provider. We'll add a search provider of DuckDuckGo, which is still in experimental feature, but for now we will come to this later. For now, let's skip this as well. For the skills, we don't want to configure skills right now, and for the hooks, just skip it for now. Our intention is to just keep things running, the local model and the OpenClaw communicating with each other. So let's wait for the other questions. Okay, so gateway already started. Let's go ahead and restart the gateway. We can start the OpenClaw gateway with the command OpenClaw gateway restart anytime whether we want it. And by the way, these are the couple of useful commands that we'll be using, and the top handy commands that you'll be using throughout this application. And it's here in the screen. You can take a screenshot or take a note of it. So let's go ahead and wait for the service to be restarted. And whether you want to hatch your agent, or we can hatch it later as well. So now what it says is onboarding is complete. We can use the dashboard link above. Okay, to see the current status of OpenClaw, we can write the command OpenClaw gateway status and see the status of our current application. And after doing a restart, we can see we have a dashboard that's running in the port 18789. Let's go ahead and click it, and we can see our OpenClaw dashboard right here. Okay, let's go ahead and hit on connect. It looks like it's loaded. We have a Gemma 4 and Gemma 4 E2B are the models that's available, and all of our history search is being loaded. So in order to configure a web search, we can hit this particular command, which is OpenClaw configure -- section web. So after hitting this particular command, we will be able to figure out which particular web APIs or web platform that we'll be using. So this gateway will be only be run in local machine. We will be enable web search, and also probably use a web search via DuckDuckGo, because it doesn't really need an API key, and but it's still experimental. And we want to enable web fetch without HTTP fetch, yes. And with this step, we could configure this particular our OpenClaw communicating with DuckDuckGo to get the answers from the internet, rather than just basic question and answers. So if you go to again our services restart, as you can see, it takes about 1 minute in my machine for the reply to generate. So it's also giving me great responses, which is great. And let's also try to do some web search. So in order to configure a web search, we can hit this particular command, which is OpenClaw configure -- section web. So after hitting this particular command, we will be able to figure out which particular web APIs or web platform that we'll be using. So this gateway will be only be run in local machine. We will be enable web search, and also probably use a web search via DuckDuckGo, because it doesn't really need an API key, and but it's still experimental. And we want to enable web fetch without HTTP fetch, yes. And with this step, we could configure this particular our OpenClaw communicating with DuckDuckGo to get the answers from the internet rather than just basic question and answers. So if you go to again our services restart, now look like it's restarted. Now what we can do here is we can go to the config and check whether all of the things are configured correctly. Go to advanced, and inside there you have this raw, which won't be able to see this right now. So let's hit on after clicking on it, it will take you to the default ID that you have. So for me, it opened up anti-gravity, where we could see the OpenClaw JSON files. So inside here, what you can do is you can just verify everything is working correctly. For example, inside tools we have web, and inside search we have enabled is provider DuckDuckGo, and also you can see the model that's available to us inside of our machine are Gemma E2B and also Gemma 4. So there are two models with this ID and then with this ID as well. So lastly, just to stay curious about security, you have just provided the full access to OpenClaw, which means that you have allowed AI to execute commands and to send messages on your behalf. But for the production mode, I highly suggest you to do a proper sandboxing and fully secure it so you do not expose any tokens, financial information, or any kind of sensitive information. So guys, in this video we learned about how we can configure OpenClaw and build a local AI agent with Ollama, and we did it in our machine locally with $0 expenses. We also connected free model to Ollama, and we started our conversation. We added a web search with DuckDuckGo, and we had our answers something like this. So I hope you learned something new from this. If you want to learn more around the topics of design, development, and AI, please subscribe for more videos just like this. Don't forget to smash the like button for me. It really helps me to create more content. Thanks a lot, guys. See you in the next one.